6-1-1 is a long shot to make the playoffs, but Coach Mark Etke couldn't be happier with his team's efforts on the field. Four-year starting tailback Jason Della Selva makes his final Valley appearance. Quarterback John Schneider engineers the Rams' triple option attack, and fullback Chris Zentek completes the backfield set. Star running back Kofi Wilson sat out last week's game against Sheehan with a one-game suspension, but Shelton quarterback Dan Orlovsky and receiver Nick Wilson combined on 4 touchdown passes, leading the Gaels to a 41-14 win. 2 wins against Cheshire and Valley rival Derby would qualify Shelton for the Double L playoffs. From Finn Stadium in Shelton, it's Cheshire against Shelton in a crucial SEC matchup brought to you by Adams Superfood Stores on Telemedia's High School Football Game of the Week. On Ed Clements, Buddy Chernovitz from Finn Stadium in Shelton. Buddy, Cheshire comes in 6-1-1 record. Jason Della Selva, a 4-year starter. He is UConn bound next year. He's been just a great part of this Cheshire program offensively and defensively. Shelton knows they have to stop him when Cheshire has the football.
They really do, and I think the football game is going to be determined on how well Shelton does against Mr. Della Selva. If Della Selva has a big night, Cheshire's going to be around in this game, and I think Shelton Gaels defensively are going to try and take his running game away. I don't think Cheshire really has the opportunity to come back and throw the football and really hurt Shelton.
Now, Shelton, of course, played last weekend without the services of Kofi Wilson. You wouldn't know it because they really did not have that much trouble against Sheehan. Dan Orlovsky and Nick Wilson, they really lit up this place via the air route.
The balance of Shelton is outstanding. They can run, they can throw. They've got 3 really outstanding running backs. They got a great offensive line, and even though Kofi Wilson didn't play, the Shelton Gaels were able to continue and to move the football as well as they've been doing all season.
All right, what can our viewers look for this evening?
I like Shelton. I hate to say, I'm not a predictor, but I like Shelton. They're at home. It's parents' night, senior night. They're a strong football team. I think they can run and throw, and Cheshire's going to have to play an outstanding game, and I think Shelton's going to have to make some mistakes for Cheshire to beat them.
And we'll be right back with Cheshire-Shelton football right after this. Adams away from the opening kickoff here at Finn Stadium in Shelton, and we welcome viewers along the MSG network, in addition to our telemedia viewers, to our Valley High School Game of the Week. Shelton won the opening coin flip, and they have elected to receive Pan Chung set to kick off for the Cheshire Rams and get this game underway. That's Nick Wilson at the 15. Wilson with the lane, the 40, midfield, the 40, and then tripped up. It was the kicker, Pan Chung, who
Great
tripped,
job by
who tripped
Shelton.
up Nick Wilson.
Special teams as Wilson got the football, a great wall on the near side, just took the football all the way down to the 36-yard line of Cheshire. A great special teams play opening the game for the Gaels. Watch Wilson just come through untouched, gets a good block right here, and then tries to cut back, tripped up at the 36-yard line.
So the Gaels, obviously great field position to begin this evening's game. Shelton undefeated, 8-0 coming into the game. Orlovsky's going to roll, throw on first down, and it's off the hands of Tottenham, defended by Lee Brand on the play. Let's take a look now at the Gaels offense. First of all, at the quarterback spot, the junior quarterback, Dan Orlovsky. The fullback, that'll be alternated between Mike Curran and Chris Boudelier. We'll give the nod to Mike Curran to start the game. Kofi Wilson is the tailback. The split end is Nick Wilson, the flanker Jason Tottenham, and now the offensive line. 2nd and 10 from the 36, just underway from here at Finn Stadium. Beautiful night for football. That's Boudelier in at fullback, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage by the nose guard, Anthony Siegel. And speaking about that defense for the Rams, let's take a look at it. The down linemen, Siegel, Salone, and Lassen. The linebackers are Lana, Nugent, Peter Bowman, and Rich Uleski. The secondary, John Schneider, Jason Della Selva, Peter Votto, and Lee Brand. 3rd and 10, just underway. Play fake, Orlovsky with good time, over the middle, in and out of the hands of Eric Wanzi.
Wanzi will just come from the top of your picture, slide across. Orlowski gets pressure just as he releases the football. Catchable ball. Good defensive coverage, and it brings up a 4th down for the Gaels. After that kickoff return, the Gaels have been unable to do anything, and big series for the Cheshire Rams here if they can hold on. It's a 4th and 10 right at the 36-yard line.
Well, the Gaels figuring that this is 4 down territory, going for it. Lone running back in the backfield is Kofi Wilson. Orlowski wants a roll left. He's throwing out there, has a receiver. Touchdown! Jason Tottenham.
Watch Orlowski come out of the bootleg. He'll get a good block from Kofi Wilson, allows him to get to the outside, and then he just throws the football to about the 4-yard line. A great catch on the outside by Tottenham as he's got his defender beat. Della Salva comes over, but too late, and it's a touchdown for the Gaels on a 4th and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Gaels going for the extra point. Kofi Wilson, point after kicker. It's up through the uprights. Our score early on here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Shelton 7 and Cheshire nothing. Buddy had an opportunity to talk with Cheshire coach Mark Ecke before the game, and he asked him if he was going to try to defense and take away one aspect of Shelton's offense or play the Gaels straight up.
We're just going to try to be fundamentally sound and not give up the big hit. You know, I know it's going to be difficult for us to line up, and because they do have 3 running backs that run the ball very well, and they can throw the ball to any of 4 receivers. So we just want to try to be structurally sound, not give up the big hit, and make them go down the field a long way.
Welcome back, everyone. Buddy also had a chance to talk with Shelton coach Joe Bonanto, and he asked him if he discussed the playoff implications of this game and the importance of this game with his team.
Well, we talked a little bit about that this week, and we said that we don't want to talk about the state playoffs. If we get into the state playoffs, we got plenty of time to worry about it then. Right now, we have to worry about Cheshire. You know, that's the most important game right now is tonight. You know, you can't look ahead. Cheshire's a great program. Year in and year out, this is a big game for us, and so we've really, and I think our kids did a very good job this week of cutting all of that outside out and just focusing it on Cheshire. I hope so, anyways.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, buddy, that's Dan Orlowski, 36 yards, a touchdown pass on 4th down to Jason Tottenham. Gaels have an awful lot of weapons. Cuzio's kickoff. That's Schneider returning all the way out to the 47-yard line, and Cheshire will go on the offense.
Short kick. Cheshire sets the wedge, and then coming right up, good yardage to about the 46-yard line. John Snyder, the quarterback. Good field position for the Cheshire Rams is they are down very quickly here to Shelton 7-0 after that pass from quarterback Dan Orlowski to Jason Tottenham.
But the Rams have excellent field position to begin their first offensive possession. That's Chris Zentek, the fullback, 6'1", 210-pound senior, straight ahead. Let's take a look now at the Rams offense. The quarterback is John Schneider. Fullback is Chris Zentek, the tailback, 4-year starter, and he'll play at UConn next year. Jason Della Selva. The split end is Sean Grover. The flanker is Lee Brandon. Now the offensive line for the Cheshire Rams. On that last play, it was Mike Filanowski on the tackle for the Gaels. 2nd down, the Rams have it at the 47 of Shelton, and they'll give it again to the fullback, Zentek. He'll pick up the 1st down to the 40-yard line.
Fullback just comes on the trap play. It's a base of their offense, and good yardage down to about the 40-yard line as Zentek picks up the 1st down for Cheshire. As you see them in the huddle, Schneider waiting for the play, and you get a look at that Cheshire or that Shelton defense. 2 plays right up the middle, and the Gaels weren't able to stop Zentek for that first down yardage.
And, buddy, you know that's only the first option in their triple option offense, and they can do an awful lot of things on offense. Lana will set up as a tight end to the right side, and they're going to run Zentek again. They've noticed something, obviously, in the films of Shelton. Zentek has picked up another first down, taken down by Stewart in the secondary. Let's take a look now at that Shelton defense. The down linemen are Joe Melendez, Steve Horvath, and Drew Mahalik. The backers are Kofi Wilson, Helio Romulet, Helio Leginski, and Mike Filanowski. In the secondary, Stewart, Berto, Wilson, and Wood. And Berto is playing this game with a broken arm. They have it taped up. How long he'll be able to go this evening, we don't know. We do know this, the Cheshires looked awfully good on their first few plays from scrimmage. That is Della Selva shredding the defense, and he'll pick up still another first down before Berto takes him down in the secondary.
Counter this time, they'll fake the Zentek, then come back to Della Salva. Good block there by Sloan, Nick Salone, number 68, and allows Della Salva to pick up the first down yardage as he is inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. Good 4 straight running plays by that Cheshire offense, and they're able to make very good yardage here early in this first quarter against the Shelton Gale defense.
I-back formation. Lana again will set up as a tight end to the right side. The quarterback is Schneider, and he'll give it to Della Salva, who'll try to bounce it outside at great speed, still on his feet, and ruled out of bounds inside the 10. Jason Della Salva.
Watch the burst of speed that Della Salva has. He'll get a block from Zentek right at the end, and then he will just turn right there. Good block by 47. Then watch the speed to get outside. The defensive end gets down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. Actually runs into his own man. He's out at the 4. It's going to be a first and goal for the Cheshire Rams. You get a look at the cheerleaders here on the sidelines for the Shelton Gaels.
First and goal, 8:33 remaining here in the first quarter. We've had an awful lot of offense. Right formation. They'll toss it to the short side of Della Silva. This time he is hit. Does manage to go forward for a couple of yards. Berto got to him first.
Toss to the outside, try to get Della Salva out around the corner. You got Votto out in front of him blocking. Good job coming up, making the block by Romulet and company, driving him out of bounds. He's at about the 2-yard line. And there you get a youngster here watching this one very early in this first quarter.
Second and goal now at the 2-yard line. Shelton leads it, but Cheshire looking to score. Della Selva moves the pack. He gets in, breaks the plane of the goal line. Cheshire score.
Della Salva comes on the blast over the left side, straight blocking along the line of scrimmage. Good block again by Zentek as he takes on Shelton defensive end Filanowski, and Della Salva in the end zone here. And with 8:23 left in this first quarter, we've had 2 quick touchdowns here, one by the Gaels and the Rams answering back in a 6-play drive.
Mike Rutlow to attempt the point after. And he'll tie us up. 8:23 remaining here in the first quarter at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our score, Cheshire 7, Shelton 7, back after this. Already, buddy, an awful lot of action. 2 scores. Shelton scores. Cheshire comes right back and answers. It's Chun's kickoff. Taken by Boudelier, and Boudelier will be wrestled out of bounds in the vicinity of the 30-yard line.
Cheshire does not want to get the football back to Mr. Wilson. They kick it, the ball down, and Boudelier will take it right at the 20. He'll bring it back 10 yards, about 8 yards to the 28-yard line, where it'll be a first down for the Gaels. Their second possession here of this first quarter, a 7-7 tie. A lot of offense here in the first 3.5 minutes of football.
So the Gaels on their second offensive possession of the evening. The quarterback is Orlovsky. Curran is the up back, the fullback, and behind him, number 42, Kofi Wilson. Pass is complete. Tottenham Tottenham has the first down, taken out of bounds at midfield.
Whether Orlowski has the ability to audible at the line. You see the two linebackers up, looks like a blitz, then they step back. Orlowski just a two-step drop, quick pass to the outside. Tottenham takes it, gets to the outside, gets a good block from Wilson and goes to the 50-yard line. A great throw from Orlowski to Tottenham again. He's finally ridden out of bounds by Lee Brandt, but a big first down.
Also assisting.
Penalty here, though. Let's see. We've got a penalty flag, and it is going to be, Billy Riccio will signal a hold on the block, probably by Mr. Wilson. So Shelton will lose and be a second and about 3 at the 37-yard line.
So it'll be a first down coming up for the Gaels. Line of scrimmage now the 37-yard line.
Joe Bonanto there in the center of your picture, walking the sidelines, head coach here at Shelton. This is only the 6th offensive play for the Gaels here in this first quarter.
Curran, the fullback. Short drop by Orlowski. Throwing for Wilson, and the tri-captain has made the catch at midfield. Taken down there by Della Selva.
Orlowski again with a 3-step drop, puts the ball up to the outside. Della Salva does not see it, Wilson does, and Wilson just steps inside to make the reception at the 50 for the first down, just inside Cheshire territory.
So a first down for the Gaels at midfield. A lot of time left here in the first quarter. Both teams have scored in their opening possessions. Second back, as a flag is dropped, Wilson will take it down to the 46-yard line before he's stopped by Peter Votto in the secondary.
Illegal shift, Billy Riccio signals against the Shelton Gaels. It's a counter, actually a blast, just following the fullback straight up to the left side. Wilson finds a hole just inside the end, but it's going to be brought back on the procedure penalty against the Shelton offense.
Just a reminder, too, that the Telemedia High School Game of the Week is brought to you in part by your friends at Adams Food Stores. Once again, we welcome our viewers along the MSG network, in addition to our telemedia viewers for our Valley High School Football Game of the Week. We've got a good one for you. First and 15, a line of scrimmage, the Shelton 45. Orlowski can go to the air and go to the air often. He'll complete the pass out to the 49. Nick Wilson on the catch, and Votto on the stop for the Rams.
Wilson's on the outside. He'll drive down about 5 yards, run a hitch, and then try and find some room. Good coverage after the catch by Cheshire. Wilson picks up about 7 yards on that one. It'll be a second and about 8 for the first down.
Coming to the bottom part of your screen is Nick Wilson. The toss now to Kofi Wilson. And Kofi is going to be driven back after 1 yard gain down the play.
Good job by Cheshire, their linebackers coming up. You got Nugent and Lina scraping to the near side. Both guard and tackle try and get out front of this for Shelton, but a great job by the linebackers coming over, making the stop for no gain. It'll be about a 3rd and 8 for the Shelton offense. You get a look at Mark Ecke there in the center of your picture, head coach at Cheshire.
Line of scrimmage, the 48 of Cheshire. 3rd and long. Orlowski on a short drop. Looking, throwing, threads it in there. It's incomplete. He's going for Wilson, but that might be pass interference coming up against the Rams.
Wilson is going to come from the top and just run a post across the middle. Orlowski puts the football in there. Flag comes behind it. It's going to be against Brandt, number 5 for the Rams, and it's going to be a first down for the Shelton Gaels. Billy Riccio will signal the pass interference, and Shelton will pick up the first down.
Just to give you an idea of how explosive Orlowski has been in the last couple of games, he has thrown, coming into this game, had thrown 8 touchdown passes in the last 2 games, and of course the first Shelton score via the air route. First down at the 33. And they'll give it to Wilson, Kofi Wilson, and Kofi drives it inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Taken down by Ken Lassen on the play.
Again, it's a blast. The fullback Boudelier just follows up over the left side. Wilson tries to pick a spot. He picks up a couple yards on that one. It'll be a 2nd and 7. Shelton running the run game to set up their passing so far here tonight, with Orlowski throwing the football very well early in this first quarter.
2nd down, they're going to give it to Boudelier. And the junior running back is close to the 25-yard line. Ulusky, the outside backer, on the stop for the Rams.
Fullback just comes over that right side. Good hole there. Picks up maybe about 5. It'll be a 3rd and 3 for the Gaels at the 26-yard line of the Rams.
3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage is the 26. 2nd back, that's Kofi Wilson. He's going to be met head on at the 25, short of the first down. Dan Nugent.
Dozier and Nugent will come up and make this stop. This is a good defensive play by the Rams. They try and run the blast inside. They've got the guard, Hyundai, trying to pull, and Cheshire filled the hole very well. The ball right at the 25-yard line, so Shelton's got to pick up about 2 to get the first down here. Big play defensively for the Rams coming up.
Gaels will go to the wishbone, their short yardage offense. Orlowski will roll to the right, throwing out of the grasp of his intended receiver. That was Wanzi on the play. And the ball will go over on downs to Cheshire.
Good pressure by Cheshire inside, as they're going to force Orlowski to throw a little bit early here. And he just flings it up there, not well thrown, and out of the intended, or the reach of the intended receiver. And the Cheshire Rams have held. They'll take over on their own 25-yard line with 3:57 left to go in this first quarter.
Cheshire in the I formation, again landed the tight end to the right side. Cheshire's second offensive possession. That's the senior quarterback, Schneider, for a pair on the play. Taken down by Andrew Grant, 5'9", 180-pound senior tri-captain.
This is a play in their offense where he'll fake the freeze option inside and then step back and come the other way. Picks up a couple yards. Good job by John Schneider, the senior quarterback, 6'1", 182-pounders. He picked up about 2 on that one.
Buddy, we've talked about the importance of Della Selva to the Cheshire program, but John Schneider is an integral part of that program. Very versatile. He's played in his 3 years of varsity ball anywhere that the coaching staff has needed. The ball is loose on the turf, picked up by the Gaels into the end zone. That is Tottenham with a Shelton defensive score.
When you run the option, sometimes this happens. They're going to come out on just the straight lead option. Quarterback comes out. He's going to look to pitch the ball to Della Salva. The ball is going to bounce off of Della Salva's shoulders on the ground. Tottenham is going to pick it up, and he's going to run it in the end zone for a touchdown. The Shelton Gale defense converts a 6-pointer. Great play by that defense, and the Gaels jump ahead 13-7 here with 3:04 left in this first quarter.
And Jason Tottenham has both scores for the Shelton Gaels. Wilson for the point after. It's good.
So a big defensive play by that Gale group of players as they turn that touchdown over. Jump ahead 14-7 with 3:09 left in this first quarter. And if you're going to run the option, sometimes you're going to put it on the turf, and that time the Gaels did, or the Rams did. Tottenham there to pick it up, and a big play for the Gaels.
You know, how many times do I do that? I was just talking about the versatility of John Schneider, and unfortunately for John,
not a bad pitch, although
okay,
it was a little to the shoulder, but not a bad pitch. Once it goes to the turf, though, it's anybody's football, and the Gaels picked it up.
It'll be Cuzio kicking off for the Shelton Gaels. Mike Cuzio, 5'11", 200-pound senior. This is senior night here at Finn Stadium. And the football off one of the Cheshire Upmen, and it's the Gaels football.
Ball is going to bounce off the foot of number 79 for Cheshire. Watch, the ball is going to come right back off of 79's foot. He tries to get to it, but the Gaels are going to recover, and an onside-er. Another big defensive play here for the Shelton Gaels. They'll get the ball right at the 50-yard line.
So the Gaels, after another turnover for the Cheshire Rams, they lead, and Orlovsky out of shotgun. He'll throw over the middle. It's short of the mark. Batted down by Schneider. Guess Schneider might be a little upset. He thought he might have been able to pick it off.
Orlovsky is going to get pressured again. Does not really set his feet as he unloads here. He gets good inside pressure from Siegel. Throws the ball down the center and really should have been picked off by John Schneider. Intended receiver there for Cheshire was number 3. Ball was well underthrown, and it'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Gaels.
So the Gaels have it at midfield. 2 miscues for Cheshire here in the first quarter. Late, we're deep in the first quarter. That's Wilson. He's going to be stopped, and then he goes forward for a couple on the play. Lana was holding on dearly to Kofi Wilson.
Linebackers are playing very well for Cheshire as Lana from the right side steps up, stops Kofi Wilson almost at the line of scrimmage. Be a 3rd down and long for the Shelton offense as the junior linebacker stepped up, made a good play. As you see the ball just across the 50 at about the 47.5-yard line.
Shelton with their trips offense out to the left side. Kofi Wilson, lone setback. Short drop by Orlovsky, looking out to the left. He completes it. That's Nick Wilson on the reception and the first down to the 35. Taken down there by
coming
Schneider.
up with some big plays here, and this is a 3rd down conversion. Wilson just runs a curl, comes back to the football very well. You see Brandt try and knock the ball loose. Delasalvo come over and make the stop, but a 1st down for the Gaels. The ball at about the 36-yard line again. Dan Orlowski with a big throw for the Gael offense.
Gaels lead it 14-7. We've got 2 minutes and change left here in the first quarter. Gaels have it at 36. There's the toss. Kofi Wilson is going to be stopped this time for a loss. Siegel gets to him first, the 6'1", 215-pound junior nose guard.
A pitch, you see number 63, Andrew Grant, coming out in front of it. Wilson stops, tries to come back up the middle, and he's going to get met right at the line of scrimmage. Siegel and company take him down. Nick Salone also in on the stop, and about a yard loss for Shelton. It'll be a 2nd and 11 for the Gael offense. Ball at about the 37-yard line.
Eric Wanzi out to the left, top part of your screen. 2nd down for the Gaels, and they'll run the fullback. Boudelier on the carry and Siegel on the stop.
Anthony Siegel, the junior, is all over this play as they try and run the trap right up the middle. Somebody missed number 75. He just is all over Boudelier. Another yard loss. Good job by that defense for the Rams.
Siegel is a first-year player as a junior, and Mark Ecke could not have been happier with his development this year.
Playing a tough nose for the Cheshire defense, forcing him into a 3rd and about 12 for the Gael offense.
It is 3rd and 12, buddy. And play fake. Orlovsky with that great arm. This time, short arms it a little bit and comes up short as he was going for Nick Wilson on the play.
Again, Orlovsky is going to get pressured as he releases the football. This time it's a 5-step drop, sets up in the pocket. Well, really, he didn't get as much pressure as I thought. Just lost the football, did not throw it very well, and it's a 4th down for Shelton. Interesting call. They're going to punt the football.
Mike Cuzio at midfield to kick it away. Della Selva back in single safety. And the ball will come to a rest at the 12-yard line.
Give some credit to that Cheshire defense after the turnover. They gave up a score, lost the kickoff, but did a good job defensively, and they are still in this football game as they will take over at about the 12-yard line.
We mentioned Shelton's unbeaten record at 8-0. Cheshire, of course, buddy, a long shot for the Connecticut playoffs at 6-1-1. Of course, they opened up the year. They lost to Hampton.
I don't think Cheshire's playing for the playoffs. They're playing for pride tonight, and they would like to beat the number 4 team in the state on their own field.
Well, you take them one step at a time. That is Zentek off the right side, taken down by Kofi Wilson from his middle linebacker spot.
Just the belly play. Again, you get number 68, Nick Salone, out in front of it. Zentak picks up pretty good yardage, about 6 on that first down carry, and I'm very impressed with the ability of Cheshire to run the football here against Shelton.
And we have come to the end of the first quarter here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our first quarter score, Shelton 14, Cheshire 7. Cheshire on the football to begin the second quarter. A well-played first quarter here at Finn Stadium. A lot of action.
Awful lot of offensive action in this game, and Cheshire really, I think, has done a great job not to be down by more than 14-7 here.
Second down as we begin the second quarter. That is Votto running the football. He will pick up the first down, taken down by Wilson on the play. Kofi Wilson, that is.
There's a huge hole on the right side. It just blocked down, bang, bang, and then a kick-out block again by Salone allows Votto to come through, and Kofi Wilson chases him down from behind, but another first down. Cheshire's done an excellent job blocking along the line, especially the blocking of Salone, who's done a good job on the kickout block at the end. You get a look at some of the fans here this side of the field for the Shelton Gaels.
First down for Cheshire. Schneider back to throw on first down. Now tucks it in. He'll run the football outside the 30-yard line.
Snyder sits back in the pocket, feels some pressure here, watch his feet as he moves around, tucks the ball away, and does a great job of just picking up a couple yards as he dances away from some tackles early and picks up about 5 on that scramble. It'll be a 2nd and 5, the ball right around the 33-yard line.
So it'll be a second down for the Rams early in the second quarter. Shelton leads it 14-7, our telemedia game of the week. Schneider running on the option. Taken down by Leginski.
Snyder fakes to the fullback, then forces the corner as he comes out on the end. Looks like he feels like he can duck it back up inside. Good job by Berto forcing him to turn up, and then he gets taken down from behind by Leginski. Brings up a 3rd and short. You can see at the top about 2 yards for the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line, and Schneider calls a timeout, wants to talk it over with the coaching staff.
Snyder came out, saw something he did not like. Big 3rd down here, takes the timeout so they can go talk it over. I have been very impressed with the ability of Cheshire to run the football against Shelton. It's something that not many teams have been able to do with any consistency. And there have been some pretty big holes here tonight in that Shelton defensive line.
Early last week when Shelton played Sheehan had early success running the football, but one of the reasons for that was the fact that number 42 for Shelton, Kofi Wilson, who we know is a great running back, is also a key part of that defense at linebacker. And Sheehan exploited the Shelton defense and ran many plays where Kofi would have been, but Kofi's there today and
well,
and
considering
tonight.
that the Gaels defensively have not had to worry about the pass so far, really the running game for Cheshire has been outstanding because that's basically what they've done. They've been a predominantly run team, and Shelton has not had to worry about the pass, and the Rams have been able to move the football with consistency here on the ground.
You know, buddy, when I made up the charts for the Rams, they are big from tackle to tackle.
Della Salva took the pitch, goes to that Cheshire side and picks up the first down. Watch the pitch. Good blocking along the front. And then Della Salva just outruns people to the corner as he picks up the first down right at the Cheshire 40-yard line. So a good series for Cheshire. They started at their own 13 and moved the ball out to the 40.
You get Jay Della Salva out on the corner.
Can beat you. He's got great speed.
So it's a first down for the Rams at the 40. Shelton leads it 14-7. On the option, the toss to the wide side. That's Della Salva. And Jason Della Salva's picked up another first down, getting into Shelton territory. Taken down eventually by Berto.
This is the same play that was fumbled for the touchdown. It's just the lead option. The quarterback, Schneider, comes out, challenges the end, gets the ball back to Della Salva. Della Salva to the corner, utilizes his speed, again picks up another first down as he crosses into Shelton territory.
Well, this is really fitting in also with Mark Ecke's game plan, and that is basically to control the time of possession. Thus keeping Shelton's offense off the field. That's Zentek on first down. Taking it inside the Gale 45.
Zentek will get popped right at the line of scrimmage right here, and then will keep his legs moving. Picks up a couple more. Romulet got him, could not drive him back. Zentek able to pick up about 3 on that one, and the ball sitting at about the 42.5-yard line of the Shelton Gaels.
Second down for the Rams. Schneider on a short drop, then he'll toss it to Della Salva. Gets the corner, and he might have picked up another Cheshire Ram first down before he's driven out of bounds.
If you're going to run an option, you got to have good stalk blocking. Watch number 80, Ruben Morales on the outside as the end forces the pitch from Schneider. Della Salva to the outside. Look at Morales staying his man, allowing Della Salva to pick up that first down, or close to that first down, about a yard short.
So we'll spot the football at the 37-yard line.
One of the helmets of the Gaels displaying some of the paraphernalia of the game, and I wish I knew what that stood for.
And to the wide side, that is Schneider, and he's dived for the first down on the play before he's taken down by linebacker Helio Romulet, 5'9", 185-pound junior.
Belly fake on the belly option. Again, Schneider, instead of pitching, turns the ball back up inside for the first down as the ball just inside the 35. You can see it there. And again, I hate to repeat, but a great drive by the Cheshire Rams here with 8:51 left in this first half.
Rams doing what they want to do. Again, Schneider on the short drop, and the pass is almost picked off by Chuck Stewart on the play.
Freeze option pass, you fake to the fullback and then try and hit the post man coming across, but again, Stewart was in the middle of that one. They tried to get the ball to the outside to Grover. Stewart was right in line, almost had the pick as you get a look at the mascot. Brings up a second down for that Cheshire offense.
Grover, the top receiver for the Rams this year, with 20 receptions coming into this football game for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Second down, Schneider on the option. He will pitch to Della Salva. And they'll rule Della Salva stepped out of bounds at the 30 on the far side of the field.
Again, Morales at the top of your picture will make enough of a block against Stewart to allow Della Salva to get around the corner. It's not a perfect block, but he ties him up long enough for Della Salva to turn and pick up about 5 yards. It'll be a third down for the Ram offense. Ball right at the 30-yard line, and this is 2-down territory here for this Cheshire offense.
3rd and 6 for Cheshire, and a drive that began back at the 12, 13-yard line. An impressive offensive display by the Rams. Down by 7 to the Gaels. Lana tight end to the left side. And they'll bust the fullback. That's Zentek for the first down to the 20.
Klassen, Davidson, Bowman, Salone, and Klassen are doing a great job up front as Zentek finds a hole on the left side, picks up the first down, and gets to the 20-yard line. A big, big hole on that left side. Give credit to Lassen and Davidson and Bowman in there for that one.
Romulet on the stop for the Gaels, but the Rams have picked up still another first down. Down at the 20. Snyder hands off again. Zentek in the secondary. Eludes a tackle at the 5. Will waltz into the end zone for the Cheshire Rams score from 20 yards out. This kid has looked very, very good here this evening. Chris Zentek.
Cheshire's running to the tight end as you see just a straight ahead blocking by that Cheshire offensive line. This time it's Salone, Klassen, and Lena who just open up a huge hole for Chris Zentek, the senior, who just goes the 20-yard distance to make it a 14-13 game with 8:07 left in this second quarter. A great drive, 88 yards, exclusively by way of the ground.
And Rutlow will attempt the point after. It's going to be blocked by the Gaels. It'll come up short.
Sean Kennedy, number 40, came from the top of your picture, extended and got a piece of that football. Knocks that ball down, and it is a 14-13 football game. Let's watch as he comes from the top. Watch him extend, and he gets a piece of it, just enough. 14-13 here with 8:03 left in this first half.
We've got a break in the action here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our score, Shelton 14, Cheshire 13.
Adams Superfood Store is serving you better and
Turn out across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Again, Cheshire is not kicking the ball to the deep back. Wilson, though, picks the football up straight ahead, up the hash. Tries to make a little cut before he is finally wrapped up by the Cheshire defense. Ball at about the 36.5-yard line for the Shelton Gaels.
Gaels in the I formation, and they'll give to the up back, the fullback. That's Mike Curran. And the junior fullback out to the 40 before he's taken down by Salone and Lana.
Just the belly play. Again, watch the linebackers come over. Good job by Salone coming off the block, getting help from number 36, John Lana. Some of the fans here, but again, Shelton, their running attack has not really done the damage that they have been able to do against other teams in the Southern Connecticut Conference.
Second down, this time they'll try Wilson Kofi, and he eludes a couple of tackles. Then a big pop by Della Selva as Wilson got to the 45, and Brand on the assist for the Rams.
Watch Wilson as he comes through. He's going to get an arm tackle from Lee Brandt, number 5, and just as he thinks he broke that, watch Jason Della Selva come up here and send a message. That's a pretty good tackle. Jason Della Selva, the 5'9", 187-pound senior, all-world for the Cheshire Rams in his 4-year career.
Third and short. They'll try Kofi Wilson again. And it's going to depend on the spot as he was met head-on by, was that Salone or Votto?
Votto. Watch Votto come up and make another great hit here as Wilson is going to get stood up right at the line. Just a great stop by Mr. Votto. Wilson is able to pick up, though, just enough for that first down.
A lot of tough inside
A lot
yardage.
of pops in this football game. There's some serious hits coming. And that was from a Votto is only 5'9", 167, so the little guys are delivering some serious hits here in this game.
Gaels have picked up the first down. The Rams showing blitz. Wilson play fake. He'll roll to the wide side. He'll throw and complete it. And no, out of the hands. In and out of the hands of Chris Boudelier. Boudelier had it at the 42.
Boudelier will come from his fullback position and just slide into the flat. Orlowski comes on the bootleg. He puts this one in a perfect spot. Boudelier just does not look it in. Was running before he caught it. Coverage there by number 36, Lana, but goes an incompletion. It'll be a 2nd and 10.
Out over the football is the big center, sophomore center Jamal Mohit. 2nd and 10. Again, the Rams are showing blitz. Wilson, he will be taken down. A loss on the play. The Rams defense is fired up. Salone again, one of the co-captains.
Watch Salone come off the block on the draw play, slides off and makes the stop. Gets a lot of help in there from Siegel, but Salone, Siegel, Atlanta, Nugent, Lassen doing a great job defensively against the run game for Shelton.
Talking to the Cheshire coaching staff during the week, Nick Salone, an outstanding player on defense. He's the leader for Cheshire on defense. Often double teamed. 3rd down. Orlovsky with time, winds up, throws, but he'll overthrow Tottenham on the play. On coverage, number 8, John Schneider.
Watch Orlovsky now as he sits in the pocket and then just keeps coming up, sets his feet. Great form as he releases. Ball overthrown though, and give Lee Brandt credit. He does a good job on coverage. Tottenham could not get open. 4th down punting situation for Shelton. Again, some of the fans here on this side of the field watching a very, very good football game here at Finn Stadium.
Cuzio from his 32 to punt the football away. We've got 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half of this SCC battle, Southern Connecticut Conference Housatonic Division battle. And Cuzio's punt will break the plane in the end zone, so the football will be brought out to the 20. Automatic touchback.
Good job by Jason Della Salva here as he has an opportunity possibly to get the football. It'll bounce by him. And then as a senior, he's going to wait for an opportunity, and as it gets closer to the goal line, right there he decides, let's see if it gets in the end zone. It does, and Cheshire will start on their own 20-yard line. So good job by the senior.
Rams are on the football quickly. 1st and 10 from their 20. Down by 1. Zentek. What a runner. Chris Zentek might have picked up the 1st down before he stopped by Wood in the secondary.
Again, they are going to the tight end. Zentek with an adjustment there to get to the off-tackle hole. Kofi Wilson had an opportunity to tackle him, does not. Zentek driven out of bounds, but he picks up the 1st down across the 30-yard line. And this guy has done a yeoman job here carrying the football in this first half. He's a senior at 6'1", 210. He runs with the aggressiveness of all of that 210 pounds.
1st and 10 for the Rams at their 32. Snyder will look to throw on 1st down. Now he's running the football. 35, 40, midfield, down to the 40. Cuts it back, and it's Tom Wood who trips him up. Otherwise, Snyder would have gone the distance.
Snyder comes out of this, and it looks like he wants to run first, I think, as a quarterback. Great block there by Della Salva, allowing him to get around the corner. And right here, he's pretty determined. He's just going to put the football down. He's clear as the end. He's got some great blocks. Again, Morales with a good block. Look at the lineman downfield picking up. Bowman, number 66. And Wood here just gets an ankle. Snyder down to the 30-yard line. A great run by the quarterback.
And the Rams are in business. Zentek again is shredding the inside of the defense. It's Mahalik, the 6'4", 275-pound senior defensive tackle on the stop.
Good job coming right back at Shelton, right up the middle with the fullback on the trap. Pick up about 4, and this is what the Cheshire football team wants to do. Stay on schedule, 4-3-4, 3rd and short. They like to run the football. They're aggressive with their offensive line, and they are pounding the Shelton Gale defense right now.
Atlanta, the tight end to the left side. Votto checks in at fullback. They'll toss it. Della Selva to the wide side. And Della Selva down across the 25. Taken down by Ramulet.
Watch the penalty come in at the top here. It looks like it's going to be a block back against the split receiver against the corner, and Jason Della Salva will turn, pick up a couple, but this is going to come back on either a clip or a hold. And if Billy Riccio signals that, and it's going to be a 10-yarder from the spot. And there you see someone for Shelton down. That could have been the guy who got whacked on that cutback block from the top of your picture.
Filanowski was also in on the stop for the Gaels, along with Romulet Mike, one of the many seniors on defense. Getting up, that's Chuck Stewart, bud, number 30.
I think he's the guy that got hit on that one as they came back on the crackback to try and get De La Salva to the corner. Good to see Chuck Stewart, a senior, 6'1", 175, coming off, and he should be back very quickly for that Shelton defense. This is a pretty good one here, as it'll bring the ball back to the 40, so it'll be a 2nd and 20 for the Cheshire offense. Not where they would like to be.
2nd and long at the Shelton 40. Quarterback is Schneider. The option pass, De La Selva winds up, throws downfield. It is broken up. It's Wood on the defense for the Gaels, and the intended receiver was Ruben Morales, the 5'8", 160-pound senior wide receiver.
I don't think De La Salva really sold that as an option or as the outside option. He does throw the football down the middle, actually threw it up into the middle of the Shelton defense. Good job by Wood knocking it down, brings up a 3rd and 20 for Cheshire.
But we've mentioned this before, Tom Wood always seems to play his best games in the big games and big situations. Had a great game defensively against Amity a couple of weeks ago, and one of the lone junior starters for the Gaels. 3rd down coming up for the Rams, 3rd and 20. The ball resting at the Shelton 40-yard line.
Good first half. Very good first half of football. Cheshire with one critical mistake that Shelton turned into a touchdown on the option. Tottenham picked it up. Basically, though, it's been a mistake-free football game for both teams, and both teams able to move the ball offensively.
Let's remind our viewers that this Telemedia High School Game of the Week is brought to you in part by your friends at Adams Food Stores. And we also welcome viewers along the Madison Square Garden Network, in addition to our regular Telemedia viewers.
Interesting call here. If they came with an option pass, they're going to come again with some kind of a trick play, maybe although it's not a good time because defensively you're expecting either a reverse or some type of a double reverse, but Cheshire's got a lot of distance to go to pick up this first down.
3rd and 20. Schneider, a deep drop. He'll throw a short pass. Complete. Down close to the line to gain. That's Morales on the catch and Wood on the stop.
This is only an 8-yard pass, but Ruben Morales turns it into a 19-yard play. Just a short pass. Watch Morales pick up an extra about 12, 13, almost 15 yards after the catch. Very close to the first down. Cheshire needs about a yard here on 4th and 1, and if I was a betting man, Zentek would be my boy.
And he is in at fullback. But they're going to run Schneider straight ahead.
Quarterback sneak just getting behind Bowman. Schneider picks up the yardage. Ball down inside the 20, inside about the 19-yard line. Plenty of time with 2:58 left to go in this first half. And again, another great drive by that Shelton offense as they have been able to move the football against the Gale defense here all evening.
So Schneider has picked up the first down. It's a 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Shelton 19-yard line. Cheshire's doing what they want to do. They're really controlling the clock here in the first half. Schneider, the loose football. The Gaels have, I believe, come up with it. They have.
Schneider again will come out of the roll looking like he wants to run before he throws it. This looks like a pass, but I think Schneider he just wants to turn the corner and run, and watch Loses
Andrew.
the football, number 63. Andrew Grant knocks it out.
And he picks up the
and
football.
he recovers it. So with 2:30, the Shelton Gaels have stopped the drive of the Cheshire Rams, and they will take over at about the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for Danny Orlowski and his throwing game.
Try captain Andrew Grant, big defensive play. Line back play, that goes to Wilson, the short side, and Wilson knocks over a Cheshire defender, knocked over Votto on the play.
This is the first play of more than 4 yards that the Shelton offense running game has been able to muster. As you watch Wilson come to this near side, really nobody challenges him until he gets hit there and knocks over a defender and picks up good yardage, a first down across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
2:23, the official time being kept up here in the press box with Finn Stadium in Shelton. It's down. Orlowski looking to throw, now steps up in the pocket, gets it out, completes it. Completes it to Wanzi. Taken out of bounds by Votto on the play.
I like the way Danny Orlowski sits in the pocket, steps up, finds Wanzi coming across the middle. And watch Wanzi now, instead of challenging, he'll get out of bounds, stop the clock, picks up the first down, ball at the 47-yard line of the Gaels. Plenty of time here for the Shelton offense.
Eric, a 5'10", 170-pound senior. First down, Gaels out of the shotgun. Orlowski moves up in the pocket, drills it over the middle, in and out of the hands of Tottenham. They'll rule an incompleted pass.
Out of the shotgun, Orlowski will step up. Catchable football. Tottenham just does not hold on to it. Brings up a second down for Shelton.
Dan Nugent for Cheshire had something to do with that defensively. 2nd and 10. We've got 2 minutes and change left here in the first half. At halftime, we'll be entertained by that Shelton High School marching band and along with the color guard. Always a great show here at halftime at Shelton. Orlowski just looking to unload on 2nd down.
Either this one is a screen play that goes bad or just a problem blocking, because Orlowski gets pressured right away on the blitz and he just throws it away. Come back for a 3rd down and 10 and prevent the turnover or prevent the sack. So an opportunity with a 3rd and 10 still to convert here for Shelton.
Shelton leads it 14-13. 3rd and 10. They have it at their 47. We're deep into the first half. Orlowski just gets rid of it. He was under a big rush by the Cheshire Rams. Salone and Davidson.
Watch Salone, he'll beat his man right away, and then he is going to be all over Danny Orlowski. Orlowski can't set himself, and again, he just throws this one away. 4th down for Shelton. They're going to have to kick the football back to Cheshire, and with 1:57 left, there's still plenty of time for Cheshire here, as you see Della Salva back along with Schneider waiting for the punt.
And Schneider and Della Salva seldom leave the field. Kuzia will punt it away. Nice punt. That's Della Salva, though. If he gets the corner, he's dangerous. He'll be taken down.
If I was Shelton, this would not be the guy I want to kick the football to. Della Salva will take it. He goes to the Cheshire side. Schneider tries to get a block. You're going to see pretty good pursuit here for Shelton. Number 44 especially forces Della Salva to turn, and then he is wrapped up right at about the 30-yard line.
First down carry for Cheshire at Zentek. Horvath on the stop. Steve, one of the tri-captains for the Gaels, along with Grant and Nick Wilson. Football at the 31-yard line, 2nd and 7. Shelton leads it 14-13. Excellently played first half of football. Zentek, he takes a big pop. Romulette first to get to Zentek.
Romuletto is going to get Zentek right in the middle of a hurdle here as he goes up. Watch 51 get him right there. Does not wrap up, though, as Zentek breaks the tackle. Kofi Wilson comes along to wrap him up, and Cheshire's going to take their third timeout with 1 minute left to go. Cheshire does not impress me as a team that's going to run a good 2-minute drill. I don't think they throw the ball well enough to be able to do it. They need some time to move the ball by way of the ground, but given about 4 or 5 minutes, this is a football team that can cause some problems. You see the score and the time here at Finn Stadium, 3rd and 8, big third down, and if Cheshire does not convert, Shelton has all of their timeouts, and they've got a pretty good quarterback with enough time to maybe get another score. So this has been a very long game. Offensively, both teams able to move the football and put points on the board.
You know, when you think about it, it's 14-13, but the way this game opened up, we would have thought it would have been a 28-28 first half score, because both teams, they're right out of the box, the opening possession scored.
Only been 2 punts in this football game, an indication that both teams have been able to drive the ball down inside the other team's territory as Cheshire comes out here on a 3rd and 8.
1 minute left. Play fake. Well, Snyder will throw. Throws it short. Completes it to Lana, the tight end. He's picked up the first down and managed to get out of bounds, driven out by Wood on the play.
Lana is wide open as he just comes from his tight end position across. Schneider finds him. There's no one around him. Picks up the first down plus for the Cheshire Rams and gets out of bounds. Ball at about the 47-yard line of Cheshire. We are under a minute to go here at Finn Stadium. 53 seconds to be exact.
A passing formation for the Rams. First down. Schneider will look to throw. Throws incomplete. He was going for Della Selva on the play, and Chuck Stewart on coverage for the Gaels.
De La Salva just slides into the flat. Snyder just underthrows him. Bring up a second down. Ball at about the 46.5, 47-yard line. Actually 48 for the Cheshire Rams.
.50 ticks remaining here in the first half. Our Telemedia High School Game of the Week. As advertised, a big football game between 2 quality programs in the Southern Connecticut Conference. And Zentek this time taken down by Leginski on the play.
Good job by Shelton as Leginski and company come off their blocks. Wood comes in to finish it off. It'll be a 3rd down, and I don't think Cheshire is going to be too interested to move any quicker. We are under 20 seconds. They don't want to give the ball back, and they're going to be happy just to take the knee and get in at halftime, down 1 to the Gaels.
Well, they'll send Della Selva to the slot to the right side. Snyder looking to throw, and he simply throws the football out of bounds. We've got 4 ticks remaining. That'll stop the clock.
Interesting situation here as Snyder comes out of the roll. Again, he'll get pressure and then just throws the football away. Doesn't want to take the sack, although if he took the sack, that would have been the end of the game. Unless Shelton took the timeout. Here you can go back in your punt and just run around for 4 seconds. I don't know how Cheshire's taking another one. I thought they were out of timeouts. But you could just sit with the football and then just take a knee, or you can kick it. Kick it out of bounds. You don't want anyone to return it here with 4 seconds left in the first half.
Shelton leads it 14-13. And this game with the playoff implications also for the Housatonic Division title. Basically, a winner of this football game would be the Housatonic Division winner for this season. Cheshire coming in with a 3-0-1 mark, and the Gaels undefeated at 3-0 in Housatonic Division play. Well, this will ought to do it. Schneider will wind up. He'll throw. It'll be picked off by Wood, but that's going to complete play here in the first half. Time has run down, and we have completed one half of quality high school football here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our first half score, Shelton 14, Cheshire 13. Back with our halftime activities after this.
Shopping for men's and boys' clothes can lead to a long ordeal. Not when you shop at B&L Men's and Boys.
Now for our Adams Hometown Hero, sponsored by Adams Superfood Stores. Cheshire 13. Now entering the field, the Shelton High School Marching Band. The Shelton High School marching band and color guard here at halftime at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our halftime score, Shelton 14, Cheshire 13. We'll be coming back with the second half kickoff right after Valley Worthy of Note. Shelton, Cheshire will get the football. That's Kuzio kicking off and Schneider returning for the Rams out to the 34. Shelton leads at 14-13, but a whole lot of offense by Cheshire in the first half.
Schneider takes the football on the far hash, and then he'll just come straight up along the hash, trying to find an opening. Able to get the football back to the 34-yard line before he's wrapped up, and Cheshire will start with pretty good field position here as we open the third quarter. Coaches like to talk about the first few minutes of the third period and the influence it has on the game. We'll see how Cheshire does here, whether they're able to continue that running attack that they were able to develop in that first half of football.
That's Della Selva on the first carry of the second half. Mahalik on the stop for the Gaels.
Della Selva follows the block of Yerlinski and picks up about 4 yards on that first down carry.
Jay Della Selva. The beginning of the game, Della Selva was approaching 4,000 yards rushing for a career.
And I tell you, I am impressed with the ability of this Cheshire offensive line to open holes here. Again, Della Selva comes straight through, and he's going to pick up a first down for that running attack. Chuck Stewart wrapped up Della Selva, but not before he picked up the 7 yards necessary for that first down.
So Della Selva, the first two carries of the second half, and Cheshire running the football well all evening, has picked up the first down. They'll run the fullback this time. That's Zentek, and he's tied up at the line of scrimmage.
Good job that time by Romulet, Melendez, and Mahalik.
Gaels have
trying to sneak the fullback inside between the center guard gap, and Romulet Melendez and Mahalik closed it down. Maybe a half a yard pickup. You see the ball sitting right on the 45-yard line.
Gaels have to close down that inside running game for the Rams. Rams is the triple option offense, and they run it very, very well. Snyder will fake inside and toss to Della Selva. And Della Selva taken down at the 45 of Shelton by Kofi Wilson.
Again, look at Schneider read the end, comes out, makes the pitch to Della Salva. Good stalk blocks outside, allows Della Salva to find the seam. Again, to be very close to that first down yardage. He is knocked out at about the Shelton 44-yard line. And some of the fans here in the sidelines, little hot chocolate or coffee here. Little chill in the air in the
It's November.
Friday, November 12th.
November. They'll bring the chains across the field and see if Cheshire's picked up a first down. We're blocked out.
And it is a first down. Billy Riccio signals the first down for the Cheshire offense. So that's 2 first downs back to back. They are inside of the 46-yard line of the Shelton Gaels.
And we welcome the viewers along the MSG network, as well as our regular telemedia viewers for our Valley High School Game of the Week. This is the game that a lot of forecasters at the beginning of the season said would determine the Housatonic Division Championship of the SEC, and they were right. And playoff implications. And Cheshire giving everything that they have here this evening, playing a very good football game. That's Della Selva on first down, taken down by Grant on the play.
Watch the offensive line get off the ball and into their man, allowing Della Salva to find a little seam and pick up again about 5 yards on that first down carry. And the Ram offense very happy if they can get 3, 4, or 5 yards on that first down.
Well, as you say, they're on schedule.
They're staying on schedule, and they have been all evening here against the Shelton defense.
Ball just outside the Shelton 40-yard line, second down for the Rams. Schneider on the option, holds on, will be taken down. It's Filanowski.
Big play by Mike Filanowski. Snyder comes out, and he is indecisive here as to what to do, and by the time he decides, once you start going back as a quarterback in the option, you're in trouble, and that was caused by senior Mike Filanowski. Big loss as they brings up a 3rd and about 9, and a big play by that Shelton defense.
Mike, one of those seniors who was asked this year to step it up by Coach Joe Bonanto. So now it's a 3rd and long for the Rams. Snyder will throw short of the mark. He was going for Morales. It'll be incomplete, a 4th down kicking situation. Wilson on the coverage. That's Nick for the Shelton Gaels.
Again, the freeze option pass where the quarterback makes the fake, then just steps back. Unable to get Morales as he tried to come back to the football, and it's a punting situation. Cheshire put together 2 first downs, and a big play by Mike Filanowski is going to force this punt.
Mike Atnes is the punter for the Rams. And it'll be fielded on a bounce. Boudelier.
There was a clip there. If they didn't see that one, that was awful.
And Boudelier takes it outside his 40-yard line on the return for the Gaels. It's Nick Davidson on the stop for the Rams.
Watch, we're going to see one heck of a clip here that goes unnoticed. This is a great job picking up the football and making a move to this near side. It's going to get around some people. Watch here, you're going to see somebody just get drilled right there at the top of your picture. But Shelton is going to start at their own 41-yard line.
So Boudelier has returned the Cheshire punt to the 41-yard line, and a little bit over 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gaels lead it 14-13, but the first half stats all in Cheshire's, or mostly in Cheshire's favor.
One of the Shelton players slow to get up and being assisted to the sidelines.
Andrew Grant.
Number 63, he is the right tackle for Shelton. So we'll see who comes in to take his place. But Shelton with excellent field position as they will start the third quarter, their first offensive possession.
They lead it 14-13. And the difference thus far in the football game of an extra point.
Blocked extra point.
Orlovsky will hand off to Wilson to the short side. And Kofi will pick up 5 on the play before he's taken out by Peter Votto on the play.
Votto and Nugent is, again, you see the guard pulling the backside guard, trying to get around the corner to get Kofi Wilson to the outside. Votto along with Nugent knock Wilson out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and see a leg cramp there being worked on. Mr. Grant trying to get back into this football game.
Second down for the Gaels. They'll toss to Wilson. Wilson again to the short side, and Kofi puts his helmet down, picks up 2 on the play before he's stopped by Lana along with Nugent.
Watch Votto come up and take on the guard, forcing Kofi Wilson to the outside, allows the pursuit to come over. He'll pick up maybe 1, but it's a third and about 4 for the first down for Shelton.
Jeff Malater also in on the play defensively for the Rams. Jeff, a junior outside backer. Third down for the Gaels. Orlovsky will put it up, completes it, has the first down to the sure-handed Nick Wilson.
Orlovsky and Wilson run this play very, very well. It's just a hitch pass just across the first down marker. Orlovsky with a 3-step. Wilson comes back to the football, ensures the first down, then tries to get whatever else he can. Good coverage there by Brandt and De La Salva, but a first down for the Gaels across the 45-yard line into Cheshire territory.
First down for the Gaels. Ball at the 45 of the Rams. Orlovsky hands to Wilson, and Wilson into the secondary, close to another first down as he gets it close to the 35 of Cheshire. Taken down by Ulusky on the play along with Votto.
Good trap block allows Kofi Wilson to get up inside for the first time. About 9-yard gain, Ulusky with the tackle, but a good run for Kofi Wilson. And Shelton now starting to move the football on the grounds. They could not do that in the first half.
Second and short. Orlovsky on a little bit of scissors action. Ball comes loose, and Dan falls on it alertly. Salone in the middle of things defensively.
Salone just does a great job of breaking this up as he is in the middle of the mesh as they try to come back with a handoff to Boudelier. Salone just knocks the football loose. Good job by Dan Orlovsky in covering up the mistake. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Gaels.
Well, the description of Salone from the Cheshire coaching staff, strong as a bear.
6'1", 252. He does a great job inside. Has been in the backfield of the Gaels all evening.
3rd and 7 now after the loss on the last play. And Orlovsky looking to throw. Throws short and almost a great catch at the 30-yard line.
Votto was on the coverage as Wilson went up. He is going to come down. Watch again, Salone just pressures Orlovsky. Danny with good footwork, able to get away from him. Throws the football, and as Nick Wilson goes up, he gets hit pretty good by
Votto.
Peter Votto, the senior, 5'9", 167. Nick up on the sidelines, and he will be back very quickly.
So the Gaels will play the game of field position. Cusio will punt it away. They're leading 14-13. We've got 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And Cusio will punt it away. De La Selva on the other end fields it on a bounce. He's dangerous anytime he touches the football. Jason De La Selva. will return it close to midfield. We've got a break in the action here at Finn Stadium in Shelton.
Before we go to that, Edward, let's get a look at Jason Della Salva. Gets the second true hop here, and he is off to the races, just straight up the middle. Look at the acceleration. I like the way he switches hands on the football. He's going to get run out of bounds close to midfield, right at the 46. Number 30, Stewart, just drives him out of bounds, but a great return, excellent field position. We're not going to be able to get a break in here, Edward, as we're back to the Cheshire Rams on offense.
Football at the 46-yard line. A fine return by Della Selva, and he'll get the call on first down, busting away from tackles and diving for an apparent first down for the Rams, Jason Della Selva.
Here is a guy that is not going to go down. Watch now as he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has a shot at him. Nobody wraps him up. He bounces to the outside, breaks Stewart's tackle there, goes down the sidelines, finally gets knocked out of bounds by Tommy Wood. Great run by Jason Della Salva, first down inside of the Shelton Gale territory, right at about the 43-yard line.
First and 10 for the Rams. Will spot it at the 42. They have run well all evening. That is Zentek. As they mix it up, they'll run the fullback for a pair. Getting up Filanowski.
Some of the fans here right along the near side have to be enjoying this one, as it's been a great one early in this third period, or actually late in this third quarter. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left to go.
Second down for the Rams at the 39. And Schneider will take it himself. Close to another first down.
Part of the freeze, quarterback just steps out and then will come behind over on that left side, over the left guard, and again, Schneider with a good run, very close to the first down. Horvath in on the stop. It's going to be a third, very short. Last time they went with Schneider on the sneak. We'll see if they come back with that one. They've also got Zentek and Della Salva if they want to try and get to the outside.
We'll spot it at the 33. Third and a foot for the Rams. Schneider again. And he's picked up the first down.
Why go against success as Cheshire just comes out? Schneider, who carries the football very well, he's 6'1", 182, gets that first down.
Break in the action. Let's take this timeout. First down for the Rams. Zentek stopped right in his tracks. Little or no gain on the play.
Try and get a trap block from Klassen. Klassen comes across and is stood up by Melendez and Mahalik. Horvath in there also. No gain. Is nothing stops the bird, huh? Number 31. He's got some fans here with 2:49 and counting in this third quarter.
Second and 9 for the Cheshire Rams, just outside the Shelton 30. Shelton leads it by 1, 14-13. Play fake. Schneider will run the football, was in trouble behind the line of scrimmage, manages to get something positive out of the play, picks up a yard on the play.
Good job by the defensive end as he forces Schneider to come back up inside. Then as Schneider comes up, he is going to run into a lot of black jerseys there.
Grant on the
Grant
tackle.
will get credit. He was off with that leg cramp, but he's back in this one, and it is a big third. About 7, you can see it at the top of your picture for the Rams. They are inside the 30 at about the 28.5-yard line. Big play for the Shelton defense, and conversely for that Ram offense.
Rams have done an excellent job executing their game plan. That's Della Selva to the outside. And he'll step out of bounds inside the 20, and that ought to be enough to pick up another first down. He was taken out of bounds there by Nick Wilson.
Watch the way he uses his blocks. Again, he's got Morales on the outside, number 80, just creating a little seam for him. They stretch out the defense. Look at Morales staying on Stewart, and it allows the speed of Jason Della Salva to pick up the first down inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line.
He is a great, great running back. Again, we mentioned he's played 4 years at Cheshire High School. Outstanding football player. And he'll get the call on first down. Sheds a tackle. Then it's Romulet who finally puts him to the turf.
Kofi Wilson, number 42, gets up as they come straight up the middle. Wilson plays off the block along with Romulet, knocks down De La Salva. He'll get about 2. Lena bringing the next play in. 2nd and about 8 for Cheshire, and you can see that football right at about the 17-yard line. Good drive again by the Cheshire offense, and they've been able to run this football tonight against Shelton.
Again, the words of Mark Ecke, we want to use clock. And they have done that. De La Selva to the outside. It's going to be Tottenham wrestling him down as De La Selva gets close to the line to gain.
Watch De La Salva now just come right at Tottenham and then just run around him. And as Tottenham or De La Salva gets to the outside, Tottenham's going to get a hand in there. Possibly a face mask, and it is a face mask on De La Salva. Tottenham unable to bring him down, and this is going to bring or pick up a first down for the Cheshire offense. Billy Riccio signals that face mask penalty. It's going to put the ball inside the 10, right around the 5-yard line.
Want to remind
so it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Rams.
Want to remind our viewers that this Telemedia High School Game of the Week is brought to you in part by your friends at Adams Food Stores. So it's a 1st and goal. The football at the 6. The fans on the Shelton side exhorting their team to stop Cheshire defensively, but Zentik will have nothing to do with it. Zentik goes in from 6 yards out.
That's
and Cheshire
Zentik's
takes their first, well, not their first lead, but they'll take the lead in the football game.
Zentek 5 yards over that right side. Again, give credit to Bowman, Salon, Klassen, and Lena. He just busts his way into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for the Cheshire Rams.
Well,
with 37 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Well, let me correct myself. It is the Rams' first lead of the football game. 37 ticks remaining here.
Great drive again, exclusively by way of the ground for the Cheshire Rams. Is they've had a couple pass plays, big pass plays at key times, but the running game has certainly been the key to Cheshire's success here in this game.
Rams going for 2. They'll try De La Selva. And I don't believe he's made it. Stop short. De La Selva stopped short by the Shelton defense. Our new score here. Cheshire 19, Shelton 14.
De La Salva tries to bust it up inside, and look at that great stop inside by Shelton. Leginski, I think, was the guy who got
either Leginski,
down
Buddy,
low on De La Salva.
Either Leginski, Buddy, or Romulet. It was a 50 number.
50 number. One of the 2 young men made the stop, and that's a big play here for Shelton. All they need is a touchdown now. They do not even need the conversion to get the lead back. And with 37 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, Shelton has got to mount an offensive drive of their own.
I give all the credit to the Cheshire Rams because they came in here with a well thought out game plan, and they have executed. They've run the football.
I hate to be redundant, but I am very impressed with the running game of Cheshire against what has been a very stingy Shelton defense.
Chun to kick it off. It'll squib it. It's Wilson on the other end. Wilson eluding tackles.
He made about 6 guys miss.
Taken down by Votto.
Got the ball back to about the 31, 32-yard line, and Shelton will start here. Again, they are kicking the ball down. They don't want to get a big return, although Wilson is the guy able to pick it up right at about the 16-yard line, and then count how many guys miss him. Here's 1. Good block there. There's another guy, 2, 3. Finally wrapped up by Votto at the 32.
So the Gaels have it, down by 5. Waning moments, third quarter. That is Wilson. Kofi Wilson out across the 40-yard line. Barrels over the defender, number 4, Della Selva.
Good job by Shelton's offensive line, opening a little seam for Kofi Wilson. Look at Nick Wilson, the block there on Brandt and Della Selva with the stop. Very close to the first down, and we're very close to the end of this third quarter as one of the Shelton players, number 76, is down. And
that's Dan Kroc.
he is the left guard for the Shelton Gaels, a senior 5'8", 195 pounds, and this does not look like a leg cramp.
When we resume play here, the Gaels will have a 2nd and short. They're just outside the 40. Cheshire has just scored to go ahead for the first time this evening.
An excellent drive again for the Rams. They have been able to move the clock and been able to keep control of that football. They've had pretty good field position all evening, and one time they didn't. They were able to go 88 yards on a drive with their second touchdown. And their running game certainly, I think, has surprised this Shelton defense as Dan Kroc is up and he is being helped to the sidelines. That's good to see. Kroc is a senior, and I know he would love to get back into this one, but the way he is walking there, it doesn't look too promising for his return here in this game.
And it's senior night here, the Gaels' final regular season home game. And Dan having difficulty with the assistants getting off the field. 23 ticks remaining here in the third quarter. Beautiful night for high school football. Great crowd on hand.
2nd and short could be a free play if Orlowski chooses to use it. Some coaches like to use that 2nd and short, try and get a big play here.
Yeah, we'll hand off to Boudelier, and Chris has picked up the first down to the 44-yard line, taken down by Salone.
Shelton takes the conservative route, picks up the first down at about the 40, almost the 44-yard line, and we may not get another playoff here in this third period.
And we will not get another playoff. We have run the clock down here in the third quarter. Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our third quarter score, Cheshire. One more quarter of football. First down. Option. And running the football, Boudelier tucks it in, running it down to the 40, down to the 35, and Chris out of bounds. A big play for the Gaels, taken down there by Della Selva. Looked to be a halfback option.
Boudelier looks as if he's going to toss it here on the pass with the option. Does not find a receiver, and good presence by Boudelier not to just throw it up. He looks for an opening, will cut back to the Cheshire side and pick up excellent yardage down to about the Cheshire 32-yard line before Della Selva runs him out of bounds.
Big play for the Gaels. First down. Wood will go in motion. They'll hand to Kofi Wilson. Wilson, straight up the gut. Inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line. Behind the surge of the offensive line. Della Selva and Schneider on the stop for the Rams in the secondary.
Just a reverse handoff. Kofi Wilson looking to find an opening. He does at the off-tackle spot. Accelerates down inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line before Della Selva brings him down. And looks as if somebody got Shelton a little bit upset here as they are right back at Cheshire.
The fullback is Mike Curran. Wilson behind him. 1st and 10 from the Ram 12. They'll hand to Wilson. Wilson to the 10, down to the 7-yard line, taken down by Brand from behind, but Shelton playing now as if they're possessed.
Good job by Hundy, Chris Hundy, just pulling out and opening a seam for Kofi Wilson. You see number 34 out in front, also making a block, and Shelton down at about the 7.
Second down for the Gaels. Tottenham in motion. They'll give to Wilson. Wilson breaks the tackle, gets it down to the 5, then is driven back by the Ram defense. Coming up, Schneider from the secondary with the hit, along with Nugent.
Good blocking as you see it. Kofi Wilson come right at you. Snyder stands him up. They'll get help from Votto. 3rd and about 4 for the Gale offense. Ball right at about the 6.5-yard line. They've got to get to about the 3.
A little bit over 10 minutes to go. Wilson out to the left side. Toss, Wilson. 5, touchdown, Gaels. Kofi Wilson.
6-play drive, and the Gales are back on top. A pitch to Kofi Wilson. Comes to the near side, breaks a tackle right there through Schneider and into the end zone for the touchdown. A 7-yard run by Kofi Wilson.
The big play in the drive, Chris Boudelier, on what looked to be a halfback option, ran the football down to the 32 of the Rams, and then Kofi Wilson did the rest. Gaels going for the 2-point conversion. Orlovsky still on his feet, and now he'll be wrestled down. The try for 2 points, no good, but the Gaels have taken the lead.
A lot of pressure very quickly on Orlovsky. Almost loses the football as he spins out of that one. He gets wrapped up, driven backwards, and the
big Phil Dozier
put him to the turf, 20-19.
So the Gaels,
9:56 left in this 4th quarter, and we'll see what the Gaels or what the Cheshire Rams can do. Shelton answers quickly for that score by Cheshire, and we've got a great one here, and it's been worth the wait because we've been waiting for a pretty good football game all year.
well, the Gaels going for the 2, unsuccessful, but a big possession, a big score for the Gaels. And you said they appeared to be a little upset after Cheshire went up on top.
Shelton able to run the football a lot better in that drive. Kofi Wilson with some good yardage. Again, the big play by Boudelier on that option. But the Gaels able to run the ball with a little more consistency, and they're going to kick the football back to the Cheshire Rams, and we're ready to go here. 9:56 left in this one.
Cusio to kick it off. He'll squib it. Coming in the direction of Schneider. Schneider will pick it up. John Schneider. Out close to the 40-yard line. Taken down by the kicker, Mike Cusio, along with Romulet.
Again, Schneider will get the bounce right at about the 15-yard line. Doesn't have the speed of Jason Della Salva, but he does have the ability to maneuver as he gets the ball back to the 40 with excellent field position for the Cheshire Ram offense. And they come right from the sidelines into that offensive set, and they're ready to go.
The fullback, Zentek, what a job he has done here this evening. Chris Zentek taken down by Horvath on the play.
Zentek has forced Shelton to stay honest. The Cheshire offense has been able to run inside. That has allowed that outside game to open up. Zentek has got to be a big part of that ability to run inside along with that offensive line, and really has done a great job tonight. As you see one of the Shelton players down with that leg cramp.
You know, it's not as if Zentek has not had other good games this year, because he came into the football game with over 600 yards rushing. So he's done a nice job at fullback all year long for Cheshire. But a good opportunity for me to thank our 2 spotters from the Shelton freshman football team. Here this evening, William Sandin along with Michael Pagliaro. Thanks, guys, for your help up here in the booth.
And give these guys credit. Eddie Morocco treats us like kings up here. Hot dogs and soda, and these guys got their share tonight, huh, guys? They did all right. Thank you again to Edward, the head baseball coach here at Shelton.
That's Eddie Baracco. I certainly
us
didn't buy
kings.
you any hot dogs.
No, you didn't.
And we want to welcome our viewers from the MSG Network, as well as our regular telemedia viewers, and you are seeing the best of Connecticut football.
And you're seeing the best of some physical workout by that Shelton cheerleading staff, getting their push-ups in, all 20 of them. Getting up is Leginski, the senior.
Elia,
He's
5.
got those leg cramps, and you just take that slow walk off, and once you get them, we've said it before, they're tough to get rid of, so we'll see if he can get back into this one. Leg cramps are tough to get rid of.
Elia, 5'9", 185-pound senior. Second down for the Rams. They're on schedule, and they have done just a nice, superb job running the football all evening long. Atlanta tight end to the right side. Second and short. They'll run Zentek, and what a tough runner. Shedding tackles and appears to have a Ram first down before he's taken down by Romulet.
Good drive by the offensive line, and then Zentek does the rest. Runs through a couple guys, picks up that first down. Romulet will get credit for the stop, but Zentek able to get that first down yardage.
So we'll mark the football at the 49 of the Gaels. 9:10 remaining. Snyder holds on to it, runs the football. John Snyder still on his feet. The far sidelines, inside the 20 if he did not go out of bounds. A big play for the senior co-captain. Filanowski on the tackle.
Great fake as everybody tackles Zentek, and then Snyder pulls the football. Watch him run over somebody right there. Keeps on going for an extra 15 yards before he is dragged out of bounds. Just a great run by John Snyder, the senior quarterback for Cheshire.
The option has given the Gaels difficulty all evening long. And if there's one team in Connecticut that runs the option well, the past several years, we're looking at them, the team in white. First down for the Gaels. They'll run Zentek.
Shelton defense is getting worn down with this running attack. This one's just straight up the gut. Right behind Bowman comes Zentek, and look at how he breaks out. Gets an extra couple yards on that one. A 2nd and 5. The ball right at the 12-yard line. Another good drive by that Cheshire offense, as they have given this Shelton defense all they wanted here tonight in this football game.
And more.
And more is right.
As the saying goes. Second down, 2nd and 5. Rams have it at the Shelton 12. They'll run. Della Silva stopped in his tracks. Let's get that number.
Romulet just comes through untouched. And he and number 45 for the Gaels.
That's
just
Joe
make a great
Boyko.
Play. Joe Boyko and Romulet met Della Salva 3 yards in the backfield, and that's where Della Salva went down. So it's a big third down here, about 7 for Cheshire. They're not a throwing team, so look for them to run the football here.
Boyko is in the football game because Leginski went out. He's his backup and another of the many seniors. Third down for the Rams. Snyder will toss. Della Silva. He'll be taken down short of the line to gain. Horvath, the 5'10", 190-pound senior
Along
captain.
with Romulet, another big play by the junior. Pull the pitch, the option. Good job here by number 27.
Jason Tottenham.
Tottenham with a big play here, and it's going to be a 4th down, about 5. Does Cheshire have a field goal kicker?
Yes, they do.
Then that may be what they look like they may be lining up here for an attempted field goal from the 11, which would make it the 18, which would make it about 28 yards.
It's within his range. The young man's name is Mike Rutlow, and he has kicked 2 field goals on the season.
Cheshire's going to take a timeout here and talk it over.
And with their timeout, we'll take our own timeout. Well, 4th down, 4th and 5. From the 12 of Shelton, Rutlow from the 18, it'll make it a 28. Out of the hold of John Schneider. The snap, the placement, the kick, it's up. It's good. And Cheshire has regained the lead here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our new score, Cheshire 22, Shelton 20.
This one is right down Main Street, a little high on the snap. Snyder gets it down. Right away, John Snyder signals. He knows it's good, and Mike Rutlow right now is the big man on campus with 7:02 left to go here in this fourth quarter. A 2-point lead for the Cheshire Rams, 22-20, in a great football game here at Finn Stadium.
We cannot stress that enough. It is our best game on the telemedia system this year. Two of the best teams in the Southern Connecticut Conference. And
give Mike quick credit, huh? He picked this one for MSG. This is a heck of a game. And it's been the best one we've had in a couple of years here for our Valley Cable system. And Shelton's got to answer back. They've got 7:02 left in this football game.
Plenty of time for the Gaels with their offense. Chun will kick it off. 7 minutes, 2 ticks remaining. There's Chun. Pan Chun. Back deep, Nick Wilson along with Kofi Wilson. The line drive, the kick, and let's see if it sails out of bounds. It does. There's your illegal procedural call.
Shelton's going to take this one.
They could have.
Or they're going to make him kick it again, huh?
They sure can, back at the
they're
35.
gonna make him kick it again.
Looking for field position.
Well, they had pretty good field position. I guess they figured that they're going to kick it down, so they've got a shot at least 35 or better. Scott Major makes the signal there. So Cheshire is going to re-kick, and very seldom do you see a team force that other team to re-kick it in high school now. But
Chun to re-kick it. Well, gets the kick off to Kofi Wilson. And
Put his
Wilson
knee down,
touchdown at the 18-yard line. That's the ruling. And in Federation rules, as well as in college, once that knee goes to the turf, play is dead.
So we see that the Cheshire Rams here are the victor in this one. As this time they kick it long. Let's see if Wilson's knee is down. Oh, no question about it. Right at the 18-yard line. So the Gaels have got 82 yards ahead of them with 6:59 left to go in this fourth quarter.
Bud will spot it at the 17. 6:59 remaining. Cheshire leads it by 2. They'll toss to Kofi Wilson, short side of the field, and Wilson hemmed in, brought out of bounds at the 20. We'll stop the clock. No, we won't stop the clock.
Short side toss, try and get the guard and tackle out in front. Wilson looks a little bit here, does not find an opening, and Cheshire does a good job. Grant and company, along with Peter Votto, of driving him down at about the 19. Maybe picked up 2 yards on that.
2nd and 8 from the 19. Shelton trips to the left side. Orlovsky, short drop, pumps once, throws, has a receiver out there, off the fingertips of the intended receiver.
Nick Wilson is the guy going down the sidelines. Little fake, try and draw the out move, and then up the sidelines. And Nick Wilson has a shot at this one. You see good coverage over there by Snyder, but Wilson should have caught that one.
3rd and 8 for the Gaels. We've got 6:17 remaining in the football game. Cheshire 22, Shelton 20. Again, Wilson out to the left along with Tottenham. Orlovsky on a drop. Will be taken down on the play. First to get to him, Votto, Peter Votto with the big defensive play.
Give credit to Nick Salone, though. He pressures here, forces Orlowski out of the pocket, and then watch Votto come up and make a great play here as he gets the legs of Danny Orlowski. He's going to force a punt by the Shelton Gale offense. Good job defensively by the Cheshire Rams.
Cuzio inside his 5-yard line, actually back near the goal line. Gales will have to punt the football away. On the other end, that's Schneider at the 40-yard line of Shelton. Ahead of steam, the co-captain gets it down to the 30, where Cheshire will have superb field position.
Punt taken by Snyder on the 40. Watch Della Salva come up, try and help his partner on a block. Snyder will get to the outside, and he will get the ball down to about the 30-yard line. Great field position for Cheshire, and they can put this game away here with a 30-yard drive and a touchdown.
First down for the Rams. The Gales need a big defensive stop. Zentek, who's given them headaches all evening long, just drives the pile forward. Where did Cheshire ever get this runner? Horvath on the stop, Chris Zentek.
Zentek again straight up blocking by the offensive line. They are just getting into the Shelton defenders, creating a seam, and once Mr. Zentek has an opening, he's got great leg drive. Picks up about 8. Again, another Shelton player down with that leg cramp. So the ball down around the 22, 23-yard line for the Ram offense.
It's easy to run this offense once you're facing all the times the Rams. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, always 2nd and short. It seems like the Rams have been in that position this evening. 5 minutes and change left here in the 4th quarter. Finn Stadium in Shelton.
See a lot of very apprehensive fans on that Shelton side. They're down to 5:14 left in this one, and they need the football and they need a drive.
First they need a stop.
Well, that's true. They need to stop, but they need the football.
Romulet did get off the field under his own power. A lot of cramps here this evening.
And a lot of substitutes in there on that Shelton defense.
2nd and short. Schneider holds on to the football, and I believe he's picked up the first down, taken down by Leginski, who's back in at his outside backer spot.
Schneider tries to sneak back up inside, and Aaliyah Leginski does a good job. Drags him down. Shelton facing, well, we're going to get a measurement here. It's either going to be a first down or a very short 3rd for the Cheshire Ram offense. We'll be able to see it right here. It's going to be a first down.
First down for the Cheshire Rams at the 20, just outside the 20. Rams lead it 22-20 by virtue of a 28-yard field goal by Mike Rutlow. Game that's going down to the wire, fittingly, with the 2 best teams in the Housatonic division of the Southern Connecticut Conference. First and 10, Lana, the tight end to the left side. Zentek gets hit, picks up 1 on the play. We've called his name often enough this evening. Leginski gets to him.
Zentek gets hit early and then gets out of the tackle before he is dragged down by Lezinski. Doesn't get a lot, but he does keep the clock moving.
The clock showing about 4 minutes remaining in the football game. Snyder will fake. Now toss. Della Selva inside the 10, the 5 for the pylon. He'll be out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Jason Della Selva.
Della Salva comes off of the fake. You get Zentek and then the good pitch. Great block outside on the stalk. Della Salva does the rest as he is inside the 5-yard line before he's driven out of bounds.
Nick Wilson drove him out. Stopping the clock. It's a 1st and goal for the Rams at the Shelton 4. 3:54 remaining.
Oh.
Snyder, right up the gut, Cheshire touchdown.
Shelton left the middle open, and Schneider just takes the football, follows Bowman. Bowman makes a great block, and Schneider just goes right behind it for the touchdown. And these are going to be a big extra point here for the Gaels. They need to knock down either an extra point try. They're 8 down now, and there's no way they're going to get 9 in this football game. So they've got to knock this one down.
28-20. Rutlow for the extra point through the uprights, and Cheshire has taken a 29-20 lead. As Buddy mentioned, the Gaels will need 2 scores to pull it out. 3:52 remaining. A stunned crowd here at Shelton.
Well, a stunned crowd on this side. On the other side, there's some very elated fans as they're watching their team pull what would have to be classified as a mild upset. A mild upset here tonight, especially coming down into Shelton. And really, I think manhandling the Shelton defense more than anything else. I think the Cheshire Rams were able to run the football better than anyone thought they could tonight. And you got to give some credit to Mr. Zentek, Mr. Snyder, Mr. Della Salva, but you got to give some great credit to Mr. Lassen, Mr. Davidson, Mr. Bowman, Mr. Salone,
and
Clayson and Lena, because they have blocked extremely well all evening here. 3:52, you see it left to go.
Now Chan to kick it off. It is dropped there.
And I think the Rams have got it.
At the 28-yard line.
I think the Rams have got it. That ball bounced out, and it looked like...
And now they're waving it off and saying Shelton has held onto the football.
Looked initially as if the Rams fell on it. Right here, the ball is going to pop out.
Right off the hands of Curran.
Curran is able to come back with it. In the pile, he was a lot stronger. He came up with it, so it keeps the Shelton hopes alive. 3:47 left in this 4th quarter.
Let's remind our viewers that the Telemedia High School Game of the Week is brought to you in part by your friends at Adams Food Stores. Gaels a monumental task, needing 2 scores. 3:47 remaining. Orlovsky's going to air it out. Now he'll tuck it in, and he'll take the knee down at the 36. Taken down there by Siegel on the play for the Rams.
Orlovsky does not find a receiver. He'll step up in the pocket, feels the pressure, picks up a couple yards to keep the drive going.
Back to live action. Dan will step up, throw off the fingertips of Nick Wilson. A flag is dropped in, however.
Billy Riccio signaling a tip ball so there can be no pass interference. So it will go as an incompletion, bring up a 3rd down for the Shelton Gaels.
3rd and short. The Gaels need to pick up the 1st down to hold on to it. Football just outside their 35. 29-20 Cheshire. 3:19 remaining. Third down. 3rd and 3. Shotgun. Orlovsky will step up. Still looking. Has a receiver. Overthrows Tottenham. He was alone. Wide open at the 35, but Dan overthrew him.
Shelton's got to go for it here as Orlovsky out of the shotgun tries to get the ball down the near sideline. just overthrown, and it's going to be a big 4th down. And see how many lives Shelton has left here, because they need to get at least 3 to continue to drive, or this one is all over.
Now they'll send trips out to the left side. 3rd and 3. Check that, 4th and 3. Orlovsky on a drop, looking. Throws it long, has a receiver out there, it is tipped. And is it a catch, or is it ruled out of bounds? Wilson came up with it. He was ruled out of bounds. The football will go over on downs to Cheshire.
Shelton goes for a big play here, and ball is going to get tipped up in the air. That's De La Salva that tips it. Wilson is well out of bounds by the time he comes down with it, and Cheshire is going to take over on the 34-yard line and 36-yard line. They just have to run the clock here with 3:04 left to go. Shelton does have their timeouts, so Shelton can't get the football back again, but if their task was a monumental one just before, it's kind of gotten a lot bigger than monumental. They've got to get 9 points somewhere in less than 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
So Cheshire takes over on downs at the 35. Play fake, Snyder throwing, completing, touchdown, Cheshire. He went for Sean Grover on the play. From 35 yards out, flags are dropped. That might be for unnecessary celebration for Cheshire. I don't think they're going to mind at all.
Snyder just throws a strike.
That's Grover.
Grover takes it in stride, and all of a sudden here, everybody's worried about Cheshire taking a knee, and they took their knee in the end zone for 6 points.
That's Grover's 5th touchdown reception on the year.
And Cheshire's going to take either an unsportsmanlike, but I really don't think that
I don't think they care at all
at this point.
There's your excessive celebration rule.
They're going to be dancing all over Route 10 in Cheshire tonight.
What is it about these Cheshire Rams? 2:59 remaining, and Rutlow will attempt a 35-yard extra point. And you know what? He just made it.
That young man has had an excellent evening with the field goal and 2 key extra points. That one not as important as the last one, but giving Cheshire at that point a 9-point lead. But with 2:59 left to go, it has been the Cheshire Rams in this 4th quarter.
Cheshire 36, Shelton 20. And Cheshire will go with the win, 7-1-1. And they've got Southington on Thanksgiving Day. And if they were to defeat Southington, which is very much in the realm of possibility, they've got a shot at the playoffs. They're going to need help.
Well, Shelton's going to need some help also. They're still obviously alive, but a lot of undefeated teams in that double L this year, and Shelton and Cheshire are going to need some help. And as people said, the Southern Connecticut Conference, it's a tough conference to get through. It is a very competitive week-to-week situation.
You knock each other off.
They knock each other off. And that's why usually if one of those teams emerges, they're in pretty good shape for that state title.
And I don't mean to discount the Gaels, because anything can happen. That's Nick Wilson on the return, and Nick brings it out to the 35-yard line. Taken down there by Morales.
Again, Cheshire knocking the ball down, and Wilson picking it up, trying to get whatever he can. Gets the ball to the 35, where Orlovsky is going to need a double miracle here with 2:54 left in the game.
Well, the footballs are going to be flying in the air. Out of the shotgun, Dan will wind up, throws it for Tottenham. It's deflected. Tottenham comes up with it, but out of bounds.
Tottenham is on the near sideline. He just flies down, and Orlovsky is just throwing up. We're trying to run under it. coverage downfield.
Nice tip there by number 2, breaking up the play. Of course, Sean Grover now in defensively for the Rams. Dan moves up in the pocket, drills it, completes it to Nick Wilson.
Picks up the first down. Excellent throw from Orlowski to Wilson. The hurry-up offense here. The ball at the 46-yard line of Shelton.
At the 47. Orlovsky wants to put it up. He'll drill it, completes it. That's to Wood, and Wood will get out of bounds and stop the clock. Tom down to the 31. Taken out there by Sean Grover.
Orlowski buys some time, a little bit of a roll, but again, a perfect throw. Good job by Wood as he finds the first down and then gets out of bounds inside the 35.
Dan again to throw. Throws it short and incomplete. He was going for Wilson on the play at the 20. It'll stop the clock, 2:26 remaining. Cheshire leads 36-20. We've got, as I mentioned, 2:26 remaining. Second and 10 from the Cheshire 31. Nick Wilson to the top part of your screen. Tom Wood will go in motion. Out of the shotgun, Orlowski. On a slip screen, that's to Nick Wilson. Wilson spins out of a tackle, gets inside the 20 to the 19. It's Peter Votto on the stop for Cheshire.
Watch top of your picture. Wilson just steps back, comes underneath, picks up good blocking as he gets to the 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. The snap is, the long snap out of the shotgun is short, and Orlowski falls on the football at the 24. Gaels on the football. We're under 2 minutes to play. Gaels needing a miracle. Orlowski rolling to the right, scanning the field, looking, throwing, completing it. Inside the 5, Tommy Wood. Tom Wood out of bounds, stopping the clock. 1:45 remaining.
Orlowski does an excellent job of just sitting, buying a little bit of time. Watch him look for every possible receiver. He goes left, he goes back, then finally comes to the near side, finds Wood, and Wood able to get the ball inside the 5-yard line. 1:46 left to go.
First and goal at the 4. They'll run Kofi Wilson to the short side, and Wilson steps out of bounds.
Try to get Wilson to the near side. If nothing else, he is able to get out of bounds. There's an awful lot of white jerseys there. He'll lose a yard, but he does get out of bounds. 1:40 left, so not a bad play here, but Shelton has got to throw the football here. They've got to get a score, and they've got to get back and get an onside kick, and they need two two-point conversions to get this one tied up.
It's a tall task. Tom Wood in motion. They'll run Wilson, and Wilson at the 3, and immediately Dan Orlowski calls for a timeout.
They're going to have to waste the timeout that they may need if they can get that touchdown, as Wilson unable to get into the end zone. Shelton is going to need all of those timeouts, or they're going to have to get lucky with the onside kick. And the way they are going using the timeouts, the onside kick is the only option they're going to have with 1:34 left to go in this fourth quarter.
Oh, when Cheshire and Shelton get together, games like this result. Last year, if you remember, we were up in Cheshire. Very little scoring in the first half. Shelton comes out, scores quickly. From that moment on, though, it was Cheshire taking over. An outstanding second half performance. And we're back to live action here. Third and goal from the 4. And we've got whistles blown on the play. We stopped the play. And Cheshire will be called for encroachment.
Gonna put some time back. Gonna have to reset the clock. .144, I think, Eddie.
So we'll move the football half the distance to the goal line. 3rd and goal for the Gaels. Down by 16. Orlovsky into the end zone. Touchdown. Nick Wilson.
This one might have taken a little grass on the way as they're loading that cannon up, but Nick Wilson is going to get a touchdown here, and it keeps the Shelton hopes alive.
Get ready. We'll fire the cannon.
It's on a delayed fuse. Ba-boom. Let's see if the ball does touch a little bit of the turf. Had a better angle the other way, but couldn't see it. But Wilson will get credit for the score. And this is a big conversion. Got another leg cramp down there. This may not be a leg cramp the way they're working on that knee, but Shelton needs a 2-point conversion. And it was a leg cramp. We saw Andrew being worked on before with those leg cramps, got himself back in. He's gonna have to get back out and see if they can get that one worked out.
And you and I have
And if
experienced
he can get back in with the football,
they're painful.
Shelton gets the ball whether he gets back in there, but
Gaels going for the 2. They need 2 to get this down to an 8-point game. Orlovsky will be taken down, and the 2-point play fails, and the score remains Cheshire 36, Shelton 26. Again, the Gaels needing 2 scores. Siegel along with Ken Lassen combine on the stop of Dan Orlovsky. 1:29 remaining. .129 remaining here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Well, the Gaels came down the field, scored on a 2-yard slant pass from Orlovsky to Nick Wilson, came up short on the extra 2 points, and are short on the scoreboard, 10 points. And we know the onside is coming, and all Cheshire has to do is fall on it, and this game is history. The ball is up for grabs. There's a scramble, and the Gaels have it. The Gaels are still alive.
well, I don't know. That 2-point conversion, they're alive, but who comes up in this one? Someone comes up real high off his shoulder, and then the ball kicks back, and looks like Romuletta is going to cover it. Ball at the 50, 1:26 left to go, and the Gaels are still 2 possessions away. If they had gotten that 2-point conversion, this would be a heck of a last 1 minute and 26 seconds. Still may be a lot of fun, but
Well, you still have the arm of Dan Orlovsky, and he can launch him.
well, he's going to need one real quick because they've got to get the football back again and then get another one, at least close enough to try the field goal.
We've got 3 ticks from the 1:29 remaining. Now it's 1:26. 36 Cheshire, 26 Shelton. And the Gaels have just recovered the onside kick. And you know what the Gaels are going to do. Nick Wilson to the top part of your screen. Out of the shotgun. Orlovsky under a rush. He'll be taken down. The Cheshire defense. Nick Davidson, one of the defenders, putting pressure on Orlovsky.
A lot of pressure.
Siegel also.
Just couldn't dodge all of the traffic between Siegel and the company. Shelton will take the timeout. Orlovsky ready to go, though. This one's a quick one as Joe Bonato gave him the play, and they're 53 yards away.
1:16 remaining.
Onside kick and another big play.
Wilson again to the top part of your screen. Out of the shotgun. They'll screen it to Kofi Wilson. Midfield. Down to the 40. He'll get close to the line to gain. But the clock continues to move. The Gaels are on the football.
This is a great conceived screen because everybody for Cheshire obviously was coming. Wilson will get the ball to the 40.
Third down. Orlovsky has running room, elects to throw, completes it. Out of bounds. Goes the receiver, Tom Wood. It's a first down. The clock is stopped. Grover drove Wood out at that point. 46 ticks remaining. The ball at the 23.
We've never given player of the game to a losing team, but I'll tell you what, Danny Orlovsky is just, in the last 5-7 minutes, just been unbelievable.
First and 10 at the 23. We've got whistles blowing the play dead. 36-26. Well, we'll mark it off 5 yards against the Rams, taking the football down to the 18. Nick Wilson, Tottenham out to the left. Orlovsky. The ball is stripped, and then Orlovsky falls on the football back at the 24.
A lot of pressure. Orlovsky making a fake. Ball is stripped right there. It looked like 22 got a hand on it.
That's Jeff Malater.
Timeout taken by Shelton.
Well, Shelton has, if they have any, they only have one.
Waiting for Billy Riccio to signal. He has not signaled that that is the last one, so Shelton still may have one timeout left.
That's all they would have if they had any left. 34 ticks remaining.
And Billy Riccio has signaled that that is their last timeout. So Shelton does not have any timeouts left, so they're going to have to. Second down, they've got a possibility of getting all 3 downs in here, but they're going to have to hustle to take advantage of the last 34 seconds of this one.
2nd and 11. Football at the 25 of Cheshire. Horvath tight end to the left side. Time running out on the Gaels. Orlovsky steps up, throws. It's almost picked off at the goal line. Schneider went for the football. Tottenham was the intended receiver.
Tottenham never looks for this one, and Orlovsky feels a lot of pressure, just tries to get the football in play. Was over the head of Tottenham, and it'll bring up a 3rd down, another player down for the Shelton Gaels right at the 30-yard line. or excuse me, a Cheshire player.
Cheshire Ram player down, but he mentioned at the 30. Let us remind our viewers that next weekend we have another game with playoff implications. We'll return to the Naugatuck Valley League. Naugatuck Greyhounds will be going up to Ray Snyder Field up in Municipal Stadium in Waterbury to face the Crusaders of Holy Cross. Holy Cross very much in the Class L picture for the state playoffs. And the Greyhounds, as of this taping, undefeated. '78 getting up. That is Ken Lassen, the 6'3", 275-pound senior defensive tackle. Let's also remind our viewers, as if they really need it in this area, that the Gaels will be completing their regular season, and it'll be our telemedia game on Thanksgiving when they go to face the Derby Red Raiders in their traditional Thanksgiving Day battles. You get a look at Lassen being helped off the field. You made a good point before, Bud, the fact if Shelton, and it looks as if they're going to drop this football game, if they get the help, they're still in the mix for a double L playoff spot, as are these Cheshire Rams. Anything can happen. Third and 11. Out of shotgun. Orlovsky throwing into the end zone. It's up for grabs. It's an interception by the Cheshire Rams.
Orlowski will unload into coverage. Looks like it might be Schneider who makes the interception down in the far corner of the end zone.
John Schneider.
This one is going to end a very good football game here at Finn Stadium, and the Cheshire Rams prevail over the Shelton Gaels and will put Shelton into the loss column for the first time this year.
And the Gaels will go 8-1, and the Cheshire Rams will go with a win, 7-1-1. We mentioned for the Rams, Southington coming up on Thanksgiving Day, and for the Gaels, they'll be traveling to Derby to face the Red Raiders. Just a matter of running down the clock here. And a reminder also for our viewers that we'll be making our Shelton Mitsubishi Player of the Game presentation at the conclusion of this football game, which is going to occur in 21 seconds.
It's going to occur one more snap. That's all they need.
And we'll just run it down. Our final score here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Cheshire 36, Shelton 26. We'll be coming back with our Player of the Game presentation right after this. It comes down to a great conclusion here in the fourth quarter at Finn Stadium in Shelton. Our Shelton Mitsubishi Player of the Game from the Cheshire Rams co-captain, John Schneider. John, come on in, a couple of presentations. First of all, the plaque from Shelton Mitsubishi.
Thank you. And the t-shirt symbolic of just a great effort tonight here in this football game. Offensively, your line seemed to dominate that Shelton defense. You guys ran the football very well. You yourself, Zentek, De La Salva, is that something you felt you could do against this football team?
Well, we practice running so much, and we're basically a running team, and that's what we practice mostly in practice. And then we step back there and we go to throw the ball, and usually that's open too. So the offensive line just really stepped it up today, and they opened up holes for all of us.
I thought your defense also played outstanding. You play both sides of football. Unusual sometimes for a quarterback to play a lot of defensive snaps. You play that. Not only that, you return punts. What side of the football do you enjoy the most?
that's a tough decision, but I just love playing the game. Either side of the football, anything is just great. I just love the game.
During the week, was this fact that Shelton came in undefeated, was that something you guys really aimed for, to come in here and deliver a message on their home field?
A lot of people doubted us. Everybody in the state doubted us. The only people that knew that we would win were people in the jerseys right now and our coaches, and we just came out and we sent a message to the rest of the state.
You certainly did. You're still in the playoff picture. You had a great game. Congratulations. And next week, or you get a week off, and then you go for that Thanksgiving game, and you're still alive. Great effort.
Thank you, sir.
John, just stay with us for just a moment. We want to remind our viewers that next weekend we've got another big game on Telemedia Sports when we go up to Waterbury Municipal Stadium. It'll be the Naugatuck Greyhounds against the Holy Cross Crusaders. That game will be brought to you by Adams Superfood Stores. Once again, our final score here at Finn Stadium in Shelton. The Cheshire Rams 36, the Shelton Gaels 26. And on behalf of our Shelton Mitsubishi Player of the Game, John Schneider, and Buddy Turnovitz, Ed Clements, good night, everyone.
Jinta, Lori Schultz, Ashley Zutam. For Derby, captains Sarah Interanti, would you please step 10 yards onto the field and be recognized? For Shelton, captains Andy Grant, Stephen Format, the other seniors are Chris Bernard, Michael Solanowski, the Honorable Mayor, Mark Loretti. Chairman of the Board of Education, Joseph Pigliero, Jr. Superintendent of Schools, Leon Sylvester. And High School Principal, Donald Brainmeal. For Derby, the Honorable Mayor, Mark Garfalo.
Can I stay right into the...
Derby's won and lost and will receive.
You ought to be able to pick this up.
Flag on the field. Dead ball, illegal substitution on the offense. 5 yards. Velocity's pass intended for 1. bell.
It's a penalty.
Second and goal at the 2.
playing for. Yeah. They deserve that. You have a brother?
No.
Wilson on the carry, level by Backlund. Second and goal is the 1.
Yeah.
Splits up the extra point conversion. Second and 5, first and 5. Shelton at the Derby 38.
That's dumb. They used them. Measure it.
Down Shelton. Ball at the Derby 46-yard line. Wilson on the kick.
Cover it, cover it! You got it. No. It's got him right on.
Return, not a block.
Oh, look at that Nobody on the ground.
Touchdown. Nice, Colt, nice. Yeah, but you know. That was nice. Two guys. That's right.
In the third quarter, the score is Shelton 34, Derby 20.
Onside kick.
William Wilson back deep. Rally on the kickoff. Very quick for Shelton, first down. Football spotted just inside the Derby 34-yard line.
Hasn't increased. And I do.
Clear, tackled by Ballister and Martone. Ball on the Derby 30-yard line.
Fired up. Oh, yeah. Scratch it. Boy. Wake up. Wake up.
On the carry. Loss of 2 on the play. Second and 12.
Ready? We represent the Gaels of Penalty Six. As you request, we custody the men. We represent the Gaels.
like he's got it.
Yeah.
Shelton first down.
Come on, Gaels, it's good out.
And the Derby 41.
Nope. 36 under 36.
Bring up the 4th down.
He's going to throw the ball here.
Derby first and 10 after 35.
Oh, that's for sure. He's going to go to this 20, field and head. Oh, nice. Nice. Good play. Yeah.
Keep the clock.
Not over. Go over my time. It is Shelton. Oh, I saw him take a slug at it. Well, I hit him. He got hit, but I don't think swing at the kids and all. Otherwise, they would pull him out. Yeah. That didn't work. Oh, he's fast, isn't he?
Nice kick.
You like them?
Second and 10. Shelton, 39-yard line.
Right there, Sean! Yeah! That's you,
Pass complete to the Ziglia.
Touchdown.
Hey, will do! I got him. Wilson!
Jamie, wait till Kofi. Charlie.
I keep listening, I keep on blinking, isn't it? Like screen, you can see you're the athletic director. You're not going to be a photographer. It's working. Let's get one anyway. I like it.
Nice set.
There it is. They don't want it.